thanks for stopping by. I had a few viewers to ask me some questions, some on here and also some on Facebook. I'm going to try to answer them if I can. One of my viewers asked me a question. It's a lady up there in Ohio. She said, when you ask for donations on your channel, do you use the money for food, gas, or shelter? Well, lady, I'm sorry to say it could be all of it. It's just different things that I spend money on. Another lady asked me in Texas on Facebook, on your channel, you have gospel songs by other content creators. Is that okay? Well, I go through them when I try to like something on YouTube, and I pick out if I like it and I upload it and it goes through. If you don't have a copyright on it, I don't think anything's wrong with it, but you've got a copyright on it, yeah, it's wrong. Let's see. Well, a man here in Tennessee. Why haven't you added more content on your channel? Why haven't you added more content on your channel besides music videos? Well, I'm just getting into it. I've been on it since 2017, and all this is new to me. So if anybody's got any pointers out there that want to run by me, that's fine. I enjoy being on here, and I will put more content out. Let's see. This one's from Alabama. And he asked me, if you ever been to Alabama? Yes, my dad, he's from Alabama, from Birmingham, Alabama. No, Huntsville, Alabama. He's from Huntsville, Alabama. The Edwards last name is pretty well known. There's some of the gospel singers as Edwards. I'm related to them. There's quite a few of us around. My dad was in the National Guard when he was 18, and you might say he had a lot of fun. He went to different places and met different women. I have relatives that lives in Kentucky that my dad met down in there. And let's see, there's another lady. Another lady in what is that? Utah? What belief are you, Danny? Well, my belief by choice is Baptist, but I believe in the Word of God. I believe in Jesus, and I believe reaching to other people and sharing the message. So I ain't got no chosen one of the belief. I just like to have a good time in the Lord. Let's see, another lady. If you ever come to Nashville, please be sure to look me up on Facebook. Well, I know quite a few people on Facebook, and some of them is my friends, some of them's not. So I'll try to do that. I've got your name. I'm not going to give your name out, but I've got your name and everything. And we'll see where it goes from there. I'm 64 years old and happy, as you can see. I have my bad moments and I have my good moments. In 2021, I was diagnosed for stage 3 colon cancer. I had the port put in, had chemotherapy and radiation. I lost my teeth, but of course I got false teeth now, but I don't wear them. They hurt my gums. So let's see, and messed my eyes up. I have to wear glasses now. So the doctor keeps telling me I'm in remission. So I've been in remission about a year now. I hope he's right, because when I was on that chemotherapy and radiation, I went down from 226, I went all the way down to 116. Now I'm 305 pounds, or 355 pounds. So I'm hoping I'll be all right. I got to go next week to my heart doctor, so down here in Tullahoma, Dr. Gupta. So I may be all right. And my chemotherapy doctor now, I was going to Nashville, and then I went to Nashville, come from Nashville up to Murfreesboro. Then I transferred down here to colonoscopy doctor down here in, oncology doctor in Tullahoma. So I've been bounced around quite a bit. And so, like I say, I'm full of laughter. I don't never have, well, sometimes I do have dull moments. But other than that, I can tell you one little story one time. Back in the 80s, I was driving a taxi. No, back in the 90s, I was driving a taxi when Walmart first built up here in Manchester, Tennessee. I didn't know it. I was driving a taxi in Tullahoma. A lady lives right down from KLC up here in Manchester. She called a taxi one time. I was driving for courtesy cab, and they sent me up here. I come up here and picked her up. She had just moved in this house. And so she said, I need to go to Walmart, and I need to go make a few stops. No, I need to go to credit union, then I need to go to Walmart. I said, okay, well, I thought Walmart was still crossed over. If anybody knows where Manchester is now, I thought, man, Walmart was right there where Goodwill is now. But I didn't know that at the time that Walmart had built that new shopping center down the road. So I said, okay, ma'am. So I picked her up, took her to credit union. It's out there on Highway 55. And then come back to her home. She said, I need to go to Walmart. And then when we come from Walmart, we need to drop some stuff off here. Then we need to go to, I think she said like the Co-op or Builder Supply or something other. Builder Supply, I believe she said. Well, I said, all right, I'll take you up there. Well, out there at Walmart, she bought one of them kit to hook up on your waterbed. You know, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, the kit or not. But anyway, this kit she bought, she already had her waterbed mattress. She asked me, said, you got time to put this mattress in my bed for me and hook it up? I said, yeah, I guess I have. Because when I was driving taxi, they get $20 an hour a wait time. If your waiting time is an hour, so that's $20, you know. And to me, that would have been a little cut out of that $20. I didn't care. So plus she was paying me for the cab fares anyway. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. She said, okay. She said, what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and put this kit in there and hook it up. And then I said, and then she said, we need to go back to the store. I said, okay. And at the time, they used to call it Red Foods. It was right down the road there from Walmart. So we went to Red Foods. She was gone about an hour. And then she got her groceries. We come back, and there was a guy out mowing his yard. When I was pulling up the driveway, he was coming down past me, and he looked at me, and he just shook his head. And he was laughing. Well, when we left that window up with the hose pipe running in there, and the bed was filling up as we was, waiting. Well, she told me, I asked her, lady, I said, you want me to cut this water off? She said, no, let it go ahead and fill up. It'll quit when it gets full. I said, okay. Which I didn't argue with her. I didn't tell her no different or nothing. I knowed better. But I just let her, because everybody knows you have to learn by your mistakes you make. So I got back up there, took her groceries in, and I said, well, I guess you go check on your bed now? And she said, yeah. Me and her went in her bedroom there, and believe it or not, that waterbed mattress had exploded. What happened was, her faucet was a big old faucet, and I mean their hose pipe was big and everything, hooked that up to that kit, and it was running a straight stream in there. Wasn't no little bitty run to it. It was a full stream, and it blowed that mattress up. Well, it blowed out when all that force of that water, it went up, then out to the side. It got her sheetrock, the ceiling, and the walls. It blowed it all off the side. And so I asked her, I said, ma'am, I said, anything else I can do to help you? She said, no. No. So about 2 or 3 days later, I come back up here when I got off from driving the cab, and I asked her, I said, did you get that fixed? She said, yeah. I said, I'm going to file it on my insurance. Said, they going to pay it. I said, that's something I ain't never done. Experienced like that, about that mattress. I said, yeah, I know it, ma'am. I said, I hadn't never either, but which I knowed it would blow up, if you leave that water run. She thought all the time you let that water run, and when it gets full, it's going to quit. No, when that water gets up in there and it gets full, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just going to keep running until you cut that faucet off. So, yeah, that's, I guess that would be the laugh of the day about the blowing up mattress. Okay, I'll see everyone next time. Thank you.